Good day, my name is Jesse Jackson Kauraiva and I will be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. Now for the latest on the hit list. Well, the road to the FIFA World Cup campaign for the Brave Warriors received a significant boost today after the campaign managers launched another important event taking place that's on the 31st of August, where African Stars and Eshoke Chula Chula will be playing in a match for a trophy. The proceedings and gate takings of that match will go to the Brave Warriors Road to the World Cup campaign. Now, Chairperson Team Ekanjo was there, as well as respective team members of the various teams, as well as the Road to the World Cup committee members. Let's hear from them.
We are deeply honored to participate in this noble act of fundraising for the Brave Warriors because the World Cup is an event that every footballer dreams to play. And we are well aware of what the participation of Namibia means in terms of the rewards, not only for the players but for the country as well, and our players. African Stars wants to see the Brave Warriors participate at every single football competition possible. And we commend the Brave Warriors Committee and we wish you a lot of success in realizing your objectives moving forward. As champions of the last 3 editions of the Dead Marine Premier League and participating in our 4th Champions League this year, we are well aware of the challenges that the Brave Warriors Committee is pursuing. And we know what it means to participate in competitions without any assistance at times. And our participation here is clear testimony of what the funds raised through this competition will mean to the Brave Warriors. Football worldwide is $1 billion industry, and according to Deloitte, in 2024, European football revenues were about 38 billion pounds. That's 900 million Namibian dollars. And as we reflect on that figure, it's important to reflect on the value of football in Namibia, and why is it that it's not reflective of existing models elsewhere in the world. So therefore, in recognizing the commendable work at the Brave Warriors Committee, we're equally cognizant that the fundraising act and process reflects deep-rooted challenges and gaps in emptying our football, and we need to fix that moving forward. The Director of Ceremony posed a question during the commencement of our events today, and in responding to the famously put question of President J.F. Kennedy, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for Namibia. As African Stars, it is our sincere hope and belief that the energy and efforts put by the Brave Warriors Committee translates or the same energy is rather translated into ensuring that our football professionalizes, so that it reflects a long-term solution for the development of football of Namibia in general.
We have obviously come a long way in a very short space of time. I think when the committee was put together, we had about 2.5 months or so before the next games. We started off with the committee being announced right here in this hall. We then had the fundraising gala dinner, and you saw the artwork that the committee put out as well. In terms of how much we've raised, I think we're still about 7.5 million short. And then we have the SMS Cup competition that is still ongoing. Councillor, I hope that you're also SMSing, participating, and spending all your money. We have received quite a few SMSs so far, but we're encouraging the nation to do more. So in a nutshell, that is what we have done so far. At the moment, we have an NFA delegation and 1 or 2 members of our committee that is in Francistown, and they are basically checking out, stadiums, making sure that when the team arrives, that everything is sorted in terms of accommodation and so forth and so forth. So this is now the very last stretch, because the games are now confirmed to take place on the 5th and the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, September. On the 5th, we are playing Malawi, and of course we are going to beat them again, despite the fact that they are a very good team and the coaches already confirmed that. And then on the 9th, we are playing Sao Tome and Principe. I mean, even their names suggest that we can give them at least 3-4-0. So those are the 2 games. The NFA has also made an announcement this morning that whoever is going to the games, and I think this was a very strong recommendation from this committee, that we cannot go and charge people an entrance fee since we are playing in a foreign country. There will be no motivation for somebody from Botswana to say, I'm going to watch the Brave Warriors versus Malawi, and therefore I'm going to pay X amount. So the recommendation from the committee was to say, make the games for free. And we are thankful to the NFA for having listened and implemented that recommendation. So meaning the games are going to be for free. Obviously the next question now is, how are the fans going to get there? We've had very, very good discussions already, and I think the NFA will make an announcement, if not this week, next week, in terms of how the fans are going to get there. But let me get back to why we are here. This is the last stretch. Today is the 12th. So we have about 25 days, 29 days before the first game. And in soccer, you call this extra time. Meaning, an extra time, you know that you play extra hard, so you can just win the game. We want to celebrate this campaign with as many Namibians as possible. And the committee obviously deliberated to say, how can we bring as many Namibians together before the team leaves, so that we can give the team and the players a very, very good send-off. And the best way you do this is by celebrating the game of football. So on Sunday, the 31st of August, which is this month, at the Independence Stadium, we will have curtain raiser game between 2 of Namibia's biggest supported clubs, African Stars versus Chula Chula. And I would like to thank the 2 chairpersons of the team for agreeing to participate in this match. This is going to be a fundraising game. This is going to be a fundraising game, but obviously also a very competitive one. I don't know what the stats are with African Stars and Chula Chula.
The Brave Warriors World Cup campaign presents Namibia's biggest soccer derby, African Stars versus Chula Chula. Scheduled for Sunday, the 31st of August 2025 at the Independence Stadium at 2 p.m. Tickets available at Web Tickets. Standard tickets going for $50 Namibian and VIP tickets going for $500 Namibian only. These funds will go towards the Brave Warriors World Cup campaign. Let's come together to give the Brave Warriors the biggest cheer before they jet off to their next qualifiers. Get your tickets now and support the boys. One team, one dream, one nation.
Privilege for being a Chula Chula die hard, and obviously being invited at this very, very important and of course a noble competition. In as much as it's a game of football, one would want to look at the bigger picture of which it's the initiative to raise funds for this very important campaign. for the Brave Warriors to participate at the World Cup. It's our dream as Namibians to see our Brave Warriors really be at that big stage. And of course, I do not want to say many words, but the game of football, the question is going to be answered in short. Just a 1-0. Very much like that. Thank you so much.
Now, the Navakhap Gold Mine competition and a marathon was launched today in the capital. It is the 11th edition of the competition. Our reporter Mariette Ngula was there and has compiled this for us.
It's a great honor as a race director since the race have started in 2014. And today is the 11th edition. Whoa, I don't know why. I'm a proud man to say it. To my Directorate of Sport, as we are having our National Development Plan Vision 2030. In terms of sport, what did sport contribute towards the vision? In terms of the Navakhap Half Marathon, we are moving towards the vision. Why I'm saying this, we are moving towards the vision because we are looking for a race to become one of the professional race in Namibia for our elite athletes, as well as also for social and economical development in terms of job creation, in terms of putting food on the table. This is why Navakhap is moving towards that one. Once again, let me thank Navakhap Gold Mine. We injected again 340,000 sponsorship for cash prize money for the race. That will be in detail in due course. That prize money will go for winning for the 10K and the winning prize money for the 21Ks. That's why I said we are looking to a professional elite athlete with a 20K winner for the half marathon, both men and women. It's something that you can put on the table for that person who needs it. And for job creation, in terms of our NDP 6, job creation and social economical growth, we are already contributing towards that one. Just to say a word of you, in June, we went to have a benchmark in one of our races, sister races in South Africa, the Nelson Mandela Bay Half Marathon. We went there, thanks again, Navakhap have injected our expenses to that in order to look what is it that we can do to improve our races. When you want the races, your elite athletes to come to your country, let me take an example of a football player. The season of the South African Football League has just started. How many players are playing there? I see the like of Don Hoto, Rian Humamop, and the other one who are playing in Amazulu and all those players. This is something that they are getting on the table of social economic for elite and professional athletes. But when it comes to Namibia in our road races, where are we? Where are we going to? And I think Navakhap, we are in the right direction. According to the benchmark, we went in South Africa. In terms of the race logistic organization of the race, the planning is there. But our plan for the next 4 to 5 years is to get elite athletes here in Namibia. Number one, we need to apply for a bronze label to World Athletics, and then we need to increase our prize money in order to have our elite athletes from South Africa, from Kenya, from Ethiopia, and so to run in with our locals. If we don't have those athletes, our athletes are not going to be competitive for their times in the marathon to come. Forget about that. But if we have those athletes here in Namibia locally, the time of those athletes will come. But it will only going to done once our races have been accredited to a bronze level, local bronze level road race. And we need to inject money. And I think this is the vision Navakhap is looking towards that vision. The next 4 or 5 years, we will put our house in order. After 3, 4, 5 years, obviously the prize money will be increased in order to attract. Because the agents are talking about when they call me, Mr. BK, your price raise, what are you paying? No, I'm paying 5,000. It's too little. You understand what I mean? They cannot send their athletes, elite athletes, to a race that are paying a 5 or a 3 or 1,000. You understand what I mean? So that's why our prize money have been increased up to now, 20,000 for the winner of the half marathon, men and women. And we are looking to a right direction as I'm speaking. And these things have been made possible by the support of the main sponsor, which is KKR Namibia Nabakap Gold Mine. And I very acknowledge and appreciate the other partner sponsors as well. And also, last not last, the Director of Sport for sponsoring the transport for the athletes to come. And as I'm speaking, the link is out. The link is out at our respective regions. And this time we have a talk with Nabakap. There is no way that you are coming from Katima Mulilo with an empty buses and you did not register and assist those athletes. That's why our launch is today. We have enough time for our athletes to register. So you can make your arrangement of your bus to fill up the bus to carry them.
Now, our production team covered the Billie Jean Cup, of course, a big tennis competition that took place here in Namibia. We take a look at some of the best moments of that competition. Do enjoy it.
Here we have the highlights from the game between Morocco and Kenya. We have serving whereby Angela was able to close the point off with an aggressive volley. This was an intense match between the two. We then have Cynthia serving once again. A winner from Malak. It was a great start to the game. Everyone was playing well. Motivating tennis indeed. Cynthia serving once again. Aggressive play, however the ball fell out. This was a strong game from Team Kenya. Here we have Alet. First serve again. A double fault from Cynthia. However, as you can see, the players all meet and handshake each other. This is a sign of it's okay, we can next point to motivate each other. There's a great sense of teamship. The volley fell out from Angela. Play with some flair. Look at that. And then Angela with the passing winner. Brilliant tennis. There we have the coach from Morocco cheering on his players. Well done, girls, well done. Jardine. Once again, a brilliant first serve. Unfortunately, Malak was unable to return the ball in the bounds of the court. A big first serve.
When the sun sets, the news begins. Welcome to Sunset News, bringing you the latest headlines, in-depth community stories, economic updates, sports highlights, and your daily weather forecast. Join us every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25, or stream us online at oneup2.com. Join us on Facebook at Sunset News to stay updated.
Our international correspondent Ariel Hart is on standby to give us the latest international sports news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. It is still transfers that's happening. It is the English Premier League that will start this coming weekend, and one of the strong transfer news is good news for Everton, and Everton confirmed that they've made agreement with Manchester City, and that is for a loan of the England playmaker, that is Jack Grealish, and he will play for Everton this year on a season-long loan. And is Grealish, that's earning €300,000 per week, so Everton needs to pay that now weekly. So it's Grealish unfortunately fell out of favour at Manchester City, and he didn't make selection for the Club World Cup recently in the United States. Moving on to tennis news, it's the Cincinnati Open that's taking place at the moment. That's leading up to the US Open that starts in a week or so time. And it is number 1 seed Aryna Sabalenka. She had a tough game against 30th seed Emma Raducanu. In the end, it is Aryna Sabalenka that won that game 7-6, 4-6 and 7-6. And then also Amanda Anisimova, she's the number 5 seed. She had a tough game. She's out of the tournament. She lost to number 28 seed, and that is Alina Kalaskaya. And the score there was 7-5 and 6-4. A good result for number 1 seed in the men's division, that is Yannick Sinner. He's number 1 seed and he beat Gabriel Diallo by 6-2 and 7-6. So that's all happening in the Cincinnati Tennis Open. To close off today's international sports news, it is rugby news. The first test of the Rugby Championship in South Africa this coming weekend. It's the Springboks playing against Australia. Rassie Erasmus, the coach of the Springboks, made his team selection. A bit of a surprise on 8th man. It is Captain Siya Kolisi that will be in the number 8 jersey. He played some games there for the Sharks, but have not played in the number 8 jersey for the Springboks before. Also, it is at the fly-off, it is Manny Lubbock that got the nod. Andre Pollard is not in the 23. He will probably play in the Cape Town test on the 23rd of August. Also on the wing, there's a change. It will be Edwil van der Merwe that will be in place of Cheslin Colby. Cheslin Colby just nursing a slight niggle, and he will probably play in the test in Cape Town. So that the first test then in Johannesburg on Saturday, kickoff time 5:10. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.